everybody. Welcome back live at Drew's house. Another edition, Joppa Afternoon Drive from our lovely Newburyport studios here. I am very excited. We have another music show. You all know how much I love those. Boston musicians today. First time on the show. Very excited about this. Dann Russo Mary Casiello of the band 3 at Home. Take it away.
Damn the weather and the sails. Keep in mind that love prevails, and the darkness always fails in the long run. Be the candle burning bright, filling every heart with a light. Kill the darkness with delight, and you've won. Capsize, now the shore solid ground. From the waves will rise.
Dann Russo, Mary Casiello of the band 3 at Home. Wow. What a start. How are you guys?
Thank you. Good. How are you doing?
Good. This is fantastic. First time on the show.
Yeah.
I have, we've never had the chance to meet in person before. We talked a little bit over the phone. Mm-hmm. So a mutual friend of mine texted me on the side. I think you know her as well. Amanda Adams.
Yeah, she's fantastic.
And she told me, we talk a lot about artists, and she said, you're going to love them. She said, they are just great.
Amanda is great.
And
Amanda is fantastic.
Enough about Amanda.
No, Amanda's wonderful.
She was right.
She's great. And such like the sweetest person. She's a great musician.
I completely agree.
Yeah.
But the moral of this story is she was right. Unbelievable. You guys are fantastic. Sounded so good. You like the room?
It's
I
amazing.
do. It's very cool.
People get sick of me asking that, I think. But
It's
I
a
like
good
the
room,
It's a great
man.
I know.
room.
Yeah.
It is. So what do we need to know about you two? This is great to have you in. Let's learn a little about Boston musicians, but both from here originally, or what's the
No.
deal?
No, neither of
of
us
us.
actually. I grew up in Michigan.
Oh.
And I moved out here for college and kind of stayed ever since. So I've been out here like half my life now.
Okay.
But
Happens
yeah.
a lot. The whole
Yeah,
college and stay, right?
It's right. That's right.
Dan, what's your story?
I grew up in New York City, and I moved here after college.
Okay. Yankees fan?
No.
Oh.
No.
All right.
Mets all the way.
Okay.
Very important. Very important. And so no, I moved up here, and actually during the pandemic, I just crossed that halfway point that I've lived in Boston longer than New York.
Oh, there you go.
So
Cool.
Yeah.
And your music journey together starts when?
Oh, that's an interesting question.
we ask ourselves this a lot.
a lot.
Like even I think we started in 2015.
Yes.
We might have started in 2016.
Yes.
But
both of those
Okay.
are true.
But
Yeah. No, because we met through an open mic scene in Cambridge.
Great
Like,
music city.
It's
Oh, yeah.
fantastic. But we met there like ages ago and kind of kept bumping into each other. And then there was this one cover I wanted to do, and I wanted to cover "Dearly Departed" by Shaky Graves and Esme Patterson, and I just like loved the tune. I was like, oh, Dan would be like perfect person to
Yeah.
cover that. But I thought it was gonna be like a one time, like we were just gonna like play a cover
6
together.
years
Yeah,
later.
you are.
Right? Yeah.
But still, in the grand scheme of things, relatively new for
Yeah.
as bands go.
Well, especially when you take out the 2.5 years
Right.
of the pandemic or whatever.
Yeah. How did that? Did you have to just remove yourself? Or I mean, duos were kind of able to go a little bit, right? I know you're three at home, so you're not just part of the band. I know.
Right.
Yeah, but we actually live an hour and a half away from each other.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So it
Yeah.
makes it a little more complicated, a little more difficult to play,
Yeah.
especially initially when we were in each other's bubbles, when everybody had their
Yeah.
bubble they had to go in,
Yeah.
families or whatever.
Swing by ability was frowned upon.
Yeah.
That's right.
And we ended up playing a bunch of solo shows together,
Right.
where we would pick like a theme on a Friday afternoon, and we'd play like each pick 6 songs.
Gotcha.
And usually cover songs, and be like, okay, so I'm gonna play 6 songs about transportation, and so then
Yeah.
either we'd switch back and forth, Mary at her house, me at my house, and then people checked it out. It was really cool.
It was
Cool.
really fun. We ended up doing it fairly
50
consistently
times.
for like I think
Yeah,
I
we
think
had
it was
50
at least
something
was
shows.
it, did we make 52?
Wow.
I thought we
Yeah, 50, yeah,
we came really
so-
close to like it was
An
a
entire
solid
year,
year.
yeah.
Wow.
And and occasionally we would like when the weather was nice, like we'd play outside until we like
On my deck.
on
Yeah,
deck.
There's a lot of deck playing in the
And
pandemic.
a lot of that.
Yeah.
One time we did play a show in the snow.
That was-
It was October. It was like October 30th.
30th. Yep.
And there was a freak snowstorm,
Oh.
and we had already planned to play the show. It was like through this friend of ours who's already we were already like tickets were bought, like people,
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
a live stream, but so we were like, well, we're playing in the snow, and it was
Awesome.
It was really pretty. It was very pretty. and
That
it
is
was
cool.
It was really cool.
Yeah.
My keyboard did freeze though.
My hands did too.
Yeah.
Yeah, not always ideal. Sometimes the not ideal conditions can
Right.
be perfect in their own way, right? I when you started talking about transportation, I'm going no shortage of thinking about singing about that in Boston
Right,
these days.
exactly.
But for all you Orange Line
Oh, the poor
users
Orange
out
Line.
there, I know
Oh, man.
the poor Orange Line people.
it's
I
the
work with a
worst.
couple of them in Boston. It's
Yeah.
hard, man. It's going to be hard. They're already freaking out. I'm sure they'll figure out a way where.
Right.
Things get going, but transportation in Boston just always makes me laugh for some reason. What's your favorite like room to play in here these days? Is it because I know Cambridge's got great spots?
Our favorite right now, I think, is probably the Burn.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
In
Which is
Somerville.
such a great place. We played there a bunch of times. We have a show coming up in September.
Nice.
On the 9th. 9th.
Yeah, we're playing there with Gold Hoax, and that's
yeah.
gonna be a big full band show. Like
Cool.
Yeah, it's gonna be great.
What is the band breakdown exactly? So
That's an excellent question.
three. Yeah, still working it out.
well, so we've been the core of it for
Yes, it's been the two of us for 6 years.
Yeah,
basically.
and
friends?
We have a drummer
Yeah.
that we've been working with, Kari Paisley Flango, who's played with like Zili Nisik and like some other bands as well, and they're
amazing.
fantastic. Yeah, they're fantastic, and so they've become more like we've had a lot of like sort of hired guns
Yeah.
coming in and out, but Kari's like in.
Right,
you know,
and we
but
have a guitar player, Carlin Tripp, who's joining in the future us.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And Carlin's a great singer-songwriter. Usually in South Shore, like Plymouth.
Yeah.
area. Just fantastic. Just great dude. And then we're in the process of like kind of piecing those other pieces together.
Cool.
In the past, we've had people play like, oh, I'll play a show for you on bass, or
Right.
we've the last 2 times we played the Burn, we had a horn section.
Yeah.
It's fun.
It was super fun. And in fact, the last time we played, we had 2 keyboards. We had Mary
That's right.
and another
Yeah.
keyboard player too, Jesse De Silva, who is again on tour, phenomenal musician. They're amazing.
Yeah.
And just to have that extra keyboard, Mary actually was walking me around with
I
the microphone.
loved
It was
it.
super.
Oh, nice.
It's
so
like
freeing.
he's like, this is what rock stars
I
like.
don't have to stay here.
That is fantastic. It must be cool to be able to go just the two of you though, and like
Yes.
sound like
Yeah.
this, because just having that in your back pocket at all times, and so when did you two know that like, oh, this is good chemistry, like we sound
Like
good
that
together?
first cover.
Really?
Yeah,
Like
basically.
we were kind of
Right
like,
away?
we were like, we covered it. We're like, this went great.
Incredibly
you
well.
Want to
Yeah.
write something?
Yeah.
Great. So like literally, I mean, that same day we were like, we started writing a tune, and then we're like, and then I think you were like, so we're a band now, and I
Yeah.
was like,
And that first
Yes.
one was Capsize. You guys did.
No,
no,
what's
it
it,
was, no, it was. What did we?
What did we call that one?
Might have been.
Yes,
Might
it's
have
the one
been.
we're gonna play last.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll play it last. Yeah.
All right, but the one you guys just opened with, what was?
That was Capsize. That was
Capsize, yeah.
Yep,
Okay.
that's one of our tunes that we wrote, and in fact, we wrote it right before the pandemic, like a year before the pandemic, and it's weird writing songs when you live an hour and a half away
Yeah.
from each other,
Yeah.
right? So a lot of text messaging, a lot of
Voice
voice memo,
memos.
and a lot of like.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
And then every so often we'd have like a work day,
Yeah. We
Yep.
were just like 14 hours, like order some tacos.
basically.
Is a lot of
Like,
it just on that song too? I mean, are you just trying to, or are you writing multiple songs, or are you just trying to let's get Capsize right?
No, we've done that for a lot of songs.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
when there hasn't been the time or space, or
Yeah. A song like that though, how long does it all take to come
Oh
together?
yeah. So
well.
I'm thinking that we did Capsize. Mary had a lot of the lyrics.
Yeah.
And it was that's actually probably one of the songs that's most organic, I think, because that kind of like the
he started
was-
playing those chords during when we were like sound checking.
Just
we
like
still,
that?
We still, yeah, and
and then we started oohing over it, and
And
we're
we
like,
were like,
oh, we need
we're
to
gonna
do
keep
something
that.
with that.
Yeah.
and then I think after that gig, I was like, send me a voice memo of those chords. And then I was like, I think I was literally sitting at the beach, and I was like, this
That makes sense.
this is ridiculous. It was like, it sounds corny, but I was like at the beach, and I'm like walking through the waves, and I'm like, this is the corniest way for a chorus to come to me. I can't believe this is. But like,
it's working.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and it's gone through a few different arrangements and iterations over time, but
That's cool. It's like you gave me the chills thing going there when you're building up, and the instruments
you.
sounded great.
Thank you
Great
so much.
playing, great singing. It was great.
you,
You
thank
guys got another one for us? I want to make sure I get all your
Absolutely.
music out
Yeah,
there today.
absolutely.
What are you thinking next?
Athena.
No, the other
No.
one.
Yeah, you want to do the other one?
Yeah.
This is what we love about the show, the free form.
Oh no, do the yeah, do that. Yeah.
Do
yeah.
Athena, yeah. I think so.
All right.
We'll stay in
Ooh,
the same
wait,
key.
now I'm gonna do a.
Again, we're
Those
joined here by
sounds, yeah.
Dan Russo and Mary Casiello of the band 3 at Home. Nice enough to join us here in our Newburyport studios on a lovely summer day. And let you guys take it right away here.
Oh, Athena, I have a headache. I might just chisel you out. You could stay there for safekeeping and help me expel all the doubt. Come on, help me figure it out. Dearest Bridget, give me shelter under your blanket of stars, like the child in the manger, taking his message to heart.
guitar. Deeper within than the ache in my skin is the promise you told me that I'm gonna win. I trust you more than ever before, and I feel it all down to my core. Come on, Lilith, open up the gates that lead us to paradise. I don't care if we have to break in, cutting through fire and ice. You know, outcasts like us don't always think twice. You know, outcasts like us don't always think twice. Oh, deeper within than the ink in my skin is a promise you told me that I'm gonna win. And I trust you more than ever before, and I feel it all down to my core. Deeper within than the ink in my skin is a promise you told me that I'm gonna win. I trust you more than ever before, and I feel it all down to my core. Feel it all down in my core. I'm gonna be something more. Oh, Athena, I have a headache.
All right. Dann Russo Mary Casiello
Thank
of the
you so
band
much.
3 at Home.
Thank you.
This sounded outstanding today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Very good. It's good to have you in our Newburyport studios playing some live music in the
Happy to be
afternoon.
here.
Yeah,
I know, it is good. Did you guys get here okay? Traffic all right?
Totally fine.
It was very easy for me.
Oh, good.
You had a little farther to come.
I did. That's right. I live on the other side of Boston. Mary lives
Yeah.
on.
I live in
this,
Methuen.
yes.
Like, what's this? I mean, like Dorchester side or like the.
Yeah, just past it.
Yeah, so I have a cousin who lives in Dorchester, and I tell her, you're on the South Shore practically.
Basically, yeah,
Yeah.
more or less.
She laughs at me, but.
I mean, you're not wrong.
No, it took her a while. In rush hour. It's a long drive
Oh,
for,
yeah.
for her to visit me,
Definitely.
but try to stay away from that. So, playing a lot this summer, you two, or
So we've been playing. We're trying to get one of those like kind of like a big important show like once a month.
Yeah.
I feel like that's kind of our focus. We've been playing a couple of. We played farmers markets.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Other kind of like kind of one-offs. Kind of we're just kind of like it's one of those we're live radio and
Right, right.
yeah,
we throw in a bunch of our songs and a bunch of cover tunes and
Yep.
it's super fun. And,
A lot of
you know,
our focus has been on releasing singles this summer. So like that one we just played, we just put it out back in July. We had another one we put out in June called Magnificat, and we'll play the last one that's coming out on the 18th.
Nice.
In a little bit, but
Yeah.
yeah. So there's been that, and then we've been gearing up. We're going on tour to. You're laughing, but it's
I
real.
am. It's a real tour. No,
It is a real.
it's a real
it
tour.
really is a real
Yeah.
tour. It really is a real tour. It's just some of it is a little, some of it. There's some house concerts, some things, but there's,
Oh, yeah.
and
is
some venues.
that end of summer, fall sort of deal?
Yeah,
or?
we're going. We're going to be
The
in
last week of August.
Yeah, last
Oh,
week in
okay.
August.
We're
We're
heading
going to Asheville, North Carolina, to Nashville, Tennessee, and to Austin, Texas.
Oh,
Yeah.
So
those are some music towns.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
No,
we're
it's
very
really
excited,
cool.
and we haven't.
Yeah.
We're calling it the Secret Tour, because
that.
everything's going to be very it's a lot of it is a lot of house concerts in smaller spaces and smaller venues. So there's a lot of you got to be in the know, you got to be on
Yeah,
the
yeah.
mailing list to find out where it is.
I
Yeah.
hear you. That's good.
So-
The
And we ju-
diehard fans.
We just booked the Asheville, not actually in Asheville, like outside Asheville, show yesterday.
Yeah,
so it's
so-
Cool.
gonna be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
You know, if you guys both done the Austin thing,
Yeah, we went down there 2019. for-
2019.
Yeah, for
yeah.
a conference,
That
yeah.
might have been when I was there too.
Yeah, we were there for
Um,
a conference, a music conference, which was super fun.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So-
I went for a bachelor party. A little
Oh.
different.
That's
But,
a very
Different vibe.
I'm guessing we had a slightly different experience, or maybe not. I don't know. But yeah,
different kind of bats, you see.
Yeah.
You know what I will say though? One of my favorite days was when everybody, including the Bachelor, had left, and the three guys from this neck of the woods were all flying back in the same plane, And we were like, yeah, we all took the extra day because a bunch of those guys were from there, and we took the extra day to make it a little thing. So we were like, well, how often do we get to just hang out, the three of us? We have a flight at 7 o'clock at night. Let's have a day. We'll go see some music.
Right.
We're going to, Boston's like everywhere, it seems. Musicians playing, and I think I requested he goes, let's get some requests. Come on, shoot them up. I go, play, they got a dispatch one. You get a dispatch song on your list. Put on. He goes, Boston. And I go, yeah. He goes, me too. I went to school there. He goes, I can't get away from it. Every time somebody requests that. Yeah. So it was funny. That was my funny Austin final memory. Was guy was great though. Yeah, that's the thing about Austin. It's like you go into those little places. I mean, it happens everywhere. Everybody's good. Yeah. I mean, honestly, it's kind of like that in where if you go to Portsmouth or even Salem, a lot of these great music cities. But yeah, that was my experience. So everybody is like really, really good.
Yeah.
I did have we played beginning of the summer. We played a show at the Burn in which we were playing each other's tunes, like everybody.
Oh, nice.
Like other local musicians playing each other's tunes. So someone played one of our songs. We played a Rationale song.
Yep.
Dave Milbella, rest in peace.
Mm-hmm.
And a friend of mine came in from Missouri and came over after, like halfway through, like, is everybody in Boston this good? It was awesome. It was such a great experience.
That is good. That's one thing I've learned doing this show. I mean, I get to meet, like, we've never met before. Now I'll be fans forever, of course.
Thank you.
But I'm so lucky because I get to sit here and listen to it. And then I always tell my wife, it's like, now every time we want to go out, like, we don't go anywhere where there's not live music anymore. If we're going to dinner, it's, we want to go see somebody we know that plays.
Exactly.
So I just think it's like the coolest little circle to be in. It's the benefits of this show, right, Cal? Yeah, Cal's in there nodding. But I always should say thank you to them as well, too. We got a whole crew on tap today. Cal Eaton is producing, Sarah Blackstone directing the whole thing and doing the whole behind-the-scenes stuff that I don't deal with because she does all the hard work. Sarah Hayden, the boss, and Ryan Rothberg also helping produce today. He's in the house. I haven't seen Ryan in a little while. So hello, everybody. Our small but mighty team here in our Newburyport NCM Hub studios. Again, our guests are Dann Russo, Mary Casiello of the band 3 at Home. What has been the most rewarding thing of the summer so far? Is it kind of working out the new song? Is it the new song, the one venue? Is it the one crowd? What is it?
I think it's been really rewarding to hear the feedback on the singles. They've been really well received.
Does that ever get old? Because I always think to myself, if I'm like, I mean, it's great to go play, like, so many of these young artists, it's like, you got to play these, play in restaurants or whatever. It's like you got to give them the free falling or whatever they're yelling at. But it must be the most rewarding thing in the world to play, like, your song that you threw your, blood, sweat, and tears into and just have people be into it.
The sing-along is
it's
the best.
The best,
It's the best thing.
It's absolutely the best, yeah.
When do you know you have one? Like, when does it? Do you guys kind of know it even before you take it to an audience? Or
If it's like multiple days in a row and you're like still singing it, you haven't actually practiced it in a second, it's still there.
Walking on the beach.
Yeah, exactly.
I actually have a song that's been going through my head for the last 3 days, and I keep texting it to Mary.
Yeah.
It's a song she played for me once in April.
Oh, wow.
It's like stuck in there. Like, we have to finish this song. We have to finish it. We have to do it because it's like it's so right there.
Yeah.
But other songs, you write the O's and the yeahs and kind of like cross your fingers that people like it.
Right.
So,
yeah. You mentioned the voice memos earlier. Is that a thing? Like, it seems like a lot of musicians are doing that a lot now, just from memory. Like, you have lyrics in your head you don't want to lose. You go right to the phone.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
No, I don't want. Yeah, I don't want to be bothered with like right now sheet music or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, I just want to like remember this little idea.
Right.
I have 1 million in my phone, like taking up probably as much storage space as photos. Like, just trying to be like, this idea, I can't finish this right now. Later though.
Yeah.
And sometimes you go back to them, and sometimes you're like,
you don't. But
what was that?
I don't know. But every so often when we're going to songwrite, I'll be like, well, I got like 15 of these that might be good. Let's play them, see what happens.
Do sometimes the writing, does it come fast for some and they're just grinders for the other ones?
Absolutely.
Yes,
absolutely.
It's a mix of both.
Yeah.
I feel like everybody's like that. There's not like one artist that writes fast songs or one that writes long songs. Sometimes just different songs take different.
That one took like no time at all.
Right. Yeah.
And it's really funny. Mary and I were playing a singer-songwriter night, in which we weren't playing together. We were playing our own songs.
Yeah.
And, which are at this point we've been playing.
It's very fluid.
It's
yeah.
And I had that song half written, and I was in the car on the way. I'm like, I have to finish the song. I have to finish the song. And I think I wrote the third verse like at a red light.
Oh yeah, there you go. You get the honking horn behind
Right.
you.
Yep.
It's time to go, sir.
You're gonna like this song, I promise.
It's worth it.
Oh man. All right, what are you guys doing next?
Well, I think we're gonna do.
Our next
Our next
release.
single.
Oh, this
Yeah.
is the big moment here for the.
Yeah, so this is definitely a different vibe.
Is this
for
the first
sure.
time that the public would kind of get to hear it, or?
No, we've been playing it on and off for.
Oh, I was trying to become
Yeah.
special. Never mind.
No,
Oh,
you are. You are special.
I'm
You are
kidding.
very special, Jared.
I'm kidding.
No, we've. This one was a pretty. It's a heavy one. I'm not gonna lie. But,
Super heavy.
Yeah. But I feel like a pretty important one. And I'm glad that we absorbed it into our repertoire. I started writing it several years back, and I just didn't like. It was a tough one. Like, you know, when you've got kids, everybody kind of expects you to write about your experiences parenting, and you know, I really wanted to do that, but I had some stuff I had to work through, for sure. And as a parent, and so this is my song for my kids, and also kind of for anybody who's trying to like work through some stuff, especially like as an abuse survivor of any kind, trying to parent after that and not pass that on. And it's called Shatter Me.
Dann Russo and Mary Casiello on Joppa Afternoon Drive.
I brush away my babies like somebody did to me, oh, so long ago. And there is irony there, that they remind me of the care I always longed to know. And maybe I could know it if I didn't brush them away. I brush aside the heartbreak, how little it can take to tear me in two. Too little to be worth your time. Never broke my arm, just broke my mind. Never mind. Don't wanna waste your time with hunches that never fully bruised. But the fractures, they're still there. I'm not quite broke beyond repair, but I'm unsure if I can hold those tiny hearts in mine. That kind of love might shatter me. A tree can suffer damage from weather, drought, pollution, and keep growing still. Nobody sees the dance of disease, no sign the tree was ill. So go ahead, cut me open wide and count the rings down deep inside. You'll see it's true. Winds and storms that came my way, I kept on growing anyway. But the birds that flew from my branches knew the fruit was always bruised. See the fractures, they're still there. I'm not quite broke beyond repair, but I'm unsure if I can hold those tiny hearts in mine. That kind of love might shatter me. Broken hands build broken homes, not knowing it's all wrong. best that they know how. Two sets of eyes are staring and they're begging me, daring me to let them in. And I'm a broken mirror, a reflection of someone else's sins. Well, I guess I can. Fractures, they're still there. I'm not quite broke beyond repair, so I've got to try to hold those tiny hearts in mine. It's time for love to shatter me. Shatter me.
All right, Dan Russo, Mary Casiello on Joppa Afternoon Drive, live at Drew's house.
you.
They
Thanks so
are
much.
of the band 3 at Home.
That came out pretty good.
Yeah.
You guys still sound great.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
That's the one that I have the, you know, just the
We've been,
cheat notes in
Yeah.
front of
Yep,
me.
yep, yep.
You know, trying to.
That one's that's a relatively new song, very new song.
It's about to come out.
Yeah.
It's gonna
on
come
the
out on
18th.
18th. Yep.
August 18th.
August 18th. All right, mark that one in your calendars. By the way, let's get that. Where do people find your music? Where do you prefer them to go?
Our website is 3athomeband.com. You can spell out all the words.
Okay.
We're also on Facebook and Instagram at 3athomeband. Again, spell out all the words.
Okay.
And on Twitter at 3athome.
Because I forgot the word band when I signed us up for Twitter.
And they never let you edit it. Yes,
It's true. It's true.
There you go.
But yeah, 3athome band is usually a good way
Yeah.
to find us on most places.
Okay.
So.
And go to Instagram. That's the most interesting.
Yes.
Okay. We like Instagram. The one we haven't done here in the station is the TikTok.
Yeah, we
don't
took
even-
a little stab at it and may take a stab at it again in the future.
Well, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens.
I need a lot of
maybe
new
it'll be-
stuff. Everybody tells me I gotta get. I feel so attached to this thing already.
Right.
I got the Instagram, Twitter,
Yeah.
Facebook. Everybody's got Facebook.
Sure.
That was kind of my feeling as well. I started getting really into it, especially like in the height of the pandemic, because I was like, what else am I doing?
Yeah.
And then I was just like, this is a lot, and this app's taking up a lot of space on my phone. I don't know. But it's also like it's cool to see how it's fed into other platforms as well. You see it on
True.
in Reels on.
I also
Instagram.
feel like, you know, if I think we're okay to decent at Instagram.
Yeah.
So let's just get better at that,
Right.
you know, kind of thing. Before we worry
Plenty
about
of and actually, it's weird because like I'm 35, and none of my guys have TikTok.
Yeah.
They do have,
Okay.
and which my unofficial study has found that none of them have to.
Unofficial.
Yeah,
Right.
Twitter too. Like they don't even really use Twitter.
Yeah.
They all use Instagram.
Sure.
Now at my work, I'm in a newsroom in Boston too, so they all use Twitter. Sometimes that feels like news people talking to news people though. So I'm trying to like
Right.
figure out
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
Like what? So I don't know. I think Instagram's the most mass appeal for the music so far.
Yes.
But I am no expert on this.
No. But it's a good observational study, though.
Yeah.
Yes,
it
there you
is,
go. Yeah, everybody's like, well, Drew said.
Yeah.
Again, Dan Russo, Mary Casiello of the band 3 at Home, Cal Eaton producing the show, Sarah Blackstone directing, Sarah Hayden, the boss in the house, and Ryan Rothberg helping us out here again on a lovely summer afternoon. Was there a crowd out there when you guys walked in? Did you guys notice that?
There was, yeah.
a
Yeah,
few people out
something. We're doing something. I don't know what. You know what? Actually, Cal, I was just thinking something for the end of the show. You want to come open this window here? I was just thinking we'll let the people outside hear the last one when we do it in a couple of minutes.
Cool.
If that's okay, if we can pull that off, you come in and do it. I'll let you do it.
I thought I saw like a U.S. Food and Wildlife.
I did.
Like, tour out
I
there
also
or
saw
something. Yeah.
I also saw pickleball.
Okay.
Oh.
Those are
Sign
two
up to have now.
very different.
Very different.
Tables.
I was very curious how they met. What the
Yeah.
common denominator was there.
Dude, like playing pickleball in Yellowstone, is that
Right,
like
maybe.
So we basically have no idea what's going on outside,
So-
outside our NCM Hub studios. But maybe they'll like the last song. We'll open up the window. I'll do it myself. maybe. It's right. I think the crowd's right behind you.
I think
Oh,
we are.
nice.
But anyways, thank you guys for coming to Newburyport. You sound
Thanks for
great
having us.
today.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Yeah. Let's do a couple of rapid fire because I always try to do this real quickly with the first time appearances on the show.
Yeah.
Dan, we'll start with you. You get
Sure.
the pressure of the hot seat.
Okay.
Ready? Just very favorite venue in the world to play.
The Sinclair. We haven't played there yet.
Okay.
It will be.
Favorite, is that your favorite place to see a show?
It's definitely really high on my list.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna go with. Sure.
All right.
Yeah.
Mary, favorite room in the
Yeah.
world?
I mean, I do love the Burn.
All right, so you're staying with that? I thought you were both going to say that. Okay.
No. I love the Sinclair.
We were just talking about the Sinclair last night.
We
That's
were.
why I was kind
Okay.
of like, the
Right,
Sinclair,
it's on,
obviously.
All right, favorite artist, biggest influence?
Frank Turner.
Brandy Carlisle.
Yeah. I love them
easy.
both.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I want to say, I think she's coming to Portland, I think, or Thompson Point.
Yep.
Portland.
so.
The
Coming
31st.
up. I have that one on my.
Yeah.
You have tickets?
Of course, yeah.
Oh,
Wow. Well, maybe I'll see you there. She's.
Yeah.
I've never actually seen her.
Oh my
I
God.
love her. Yeah.
It's amazing.
I know.
Get ready.
Amazing. It's transcendental.
I know.
It's
Truly.
transcendental.
Did you
Yeah.
see her? What did she do at? Where was
Yeah.
she?
Newport?
Yes. Thank you.
Newport, you saw it.
Yeah. Did you go? You went to Newport?
No.
Oh, okay.
That
I thought you were there
amazing.
too. I was
That
like,
would have been amazing.
That would've
Yeah.
been amazing.
Amazing.
what a weekend that looked like.
Yeah, insane.
Newport Folk Festival, always full of surprises.
For
but,
sure.
All right, well that's good. Favorite city other than Boston to play in?
To play it.
Yeah.
Ooh.
It's a great question.
It is a great question.
Portsmouth.
Yes.
You know, we get a lot of Portsmouth. It's a great music city, isn't it?
It really
is.
is.
There's music
It really
everywhere.
is.
They like really focus on it. Because there is something like I always, especially for original songwriters, they kind of give you the time of day too, which is nice. Not always with like the TVs in the background.
Yeah,
It's
no,
not like
we
that.
went up there for a photo shoot back in the spring, and ended up just
Playing a
like
show.
found
Yeah.
It was great.
found some open mics and played and it was wonderful. Everybody was so
Yeah,
welcoming
short drive from here too, so it's
Exactly.
nice little. I always go the extra. For me, I'm coming from Danvers, so it's even longer, but worth
Right.
any drive.
Totally.
What is the? How about favorite album of all time?
Oh no,
That's really
That's
tough.
like choose between your children. Like that's
There's more of them though, so it's more
I
difficult.
know,
So,
right?
man. I think end to end,
Yep.
The Bends by Radiohead,
Okay. Yep.
or Revolver by the Beatles, and then my third one is Bringing Down the Horse by Wallflowers.
Okay. Yeah,
snap.
that's good. I like that one too.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's my
Pressure's on.
and then every Frank Turner record.
And every okay.
Oh yeah, all of
You get a good
all-
mix so far. This is
all
good.
The all the Frank Turner
Right, of
records for
course,
sure.
yeah.
That goes without saying. And then, I think I'm gonna go with like influential maybe as a
Okay.
like a marker, right? Miseducation of Lauryn Hill.
Yep.
Just like one of my like staples. Also I think it's a tough choice for me between like Little Voice and Kaleidoscope Heart by Sarah Bareilles, but like those are both excellent ones. By the Way, I Forgive You by Brandy
Brandy
Carlisle.
Carlisle, amazing.
is-
Yeah.
Amazing.
That was the recent one, right? I'm just
It's the
wanna
one
make sure.
right before the
Yeah, it was,
recent one.
yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's the one that won all the Grammys, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. It's the last one probably
Unreal,
could have
yeah.
won some too, but
for sure.
yeah, that one was great as well. Great Grammy performance by her too.
Yeah,
I
oh my
love
gosh.
seeing her. I don't care about the Grammys at all.
Right.
Right.
But it was like cool to see. I don't know. When people
Right.
do like receive you like that, it's just
Yeah.
kind of nice on the big stage.
Well, and
I-
like for someone who's been busting her butt for such a long
Yeah.
time, you know, like she deserved it.
yeah, I mean, it's just I don't even know if she really cares about the Grammys that much, but
Right.
it is a cool moment. I don't care.
Right.
I don't care who you are.
Right?
And let's go last but not least, best concert you've ever been to. Do we have overlap?
Best concert I've ever been to.
Right. We might have overlap.
Man.
Do you think we
It's
do?
gonna be a Frank show.
It's probably going to be a Frank show, right?
Yeah,
Like a Frank
maybe.
Turner show. Because those are unreal.
They're really, it's the experiences that are just amazing. You went to the last tour. I didn't go on though
I did.
because I wasn't here.
I did because you were out
Away.
of the country.
It's a very tough question for me too.
Right.
I
It
never know.
is.
I never know what to
It's
say.
like man.
No, I think the first Frank Turner show that I went to, which I think you were also at,
Yeah.
was sort of that experience for me because he's just so good at like breeding an environment of community
Yeah,
like
yeah.
so quickly and then also like is very good at being like, okay, all this amazing energy we're all sharing in this moment, right? Like we're all like hyped up, we're
It's
stoked.
super positive about
Yeah,
it.
and you know,
Don't be a jerk.
right, don't be
Yeah,
a
yeah.
jerk.
Yeah.
Like, you know, be kind to one another, look out for one another, we can take care of each other. Now take all that out and like I was like, that's the job, right? Like that's the job we're all trying to do here. That's it. So that I think that one.
How many times have you seen Frank Turner?
I'm gonna say like 8.
Okay.
So you got yourself to your answer. There you go.
I think it's
you worked it right out.
I've seen him 33 times.
33. Yeah.
So
That's.
one of those is probably the best concert I've ever seen.
Right.
I have one guy I can beat you with on that.
Yeah, yeah.
That's my favorite concert. It's probably one of many, but the one that that was life changing was the first Springsteen show for me.
Oh yeah.
When I was young, I took my dad to his first Springsteen show, which is weird for my dad's a musician.
Sure.
He'd never seen Bruce, and for well, I guess I was probably early high school. Young. I was young.
That's amazing.
Like it was right around the that night. I remember it was not long after the Warwick, Rhode Island nightclub fire.
Oh sure. Yep.
And he dedicated that when he was in Rhode Island. We went to the show at the Providence
I was there.
Civic Center. You were there.
I was there.
When he opened with War.
With War, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. So that concert was amazing.
It was so good.
Amazing.
And I remember my dad was asking all these like behind the scenes, like musician questions that I now respect. Asking the vendor, "How's you sounding? Sound check and everything." I remember this kid, probably my age, just going loud, and then he came out and he counted it off and went right into War, and
so
just not
amazing.
expecting it, and like chills,
Yeah, it was
So that's
such a
probably my
that
favorite.
was actually gonna be one of my.
Was it really?
That's really
Yeah.
funny.
I think I was older at the time. I was like just like almost 30.
Yep.
So it was kind of like one of those. Oh, I wish I had seen it when I was 17.
Yeah.
Then it would have been life changing. Although it kind of was, even though.
Yeah. Well, so yeah, I got weird. I guess I don't exactly know how I stumbled on it. The Rising came out, and that hooked my ear for the September 11th album. And then that's when I took Dad and I said, I got to see this Springsteen guy. And he goes,
that
"You
concert
want
was amazing.
you want to take me to Bruce Springsteen? I'm aware of who he is. I've just never." So,
Have you heard of this guy?
yeah. I think I actually phrased it that way.
my
He's on the cover of like Rolling Stone this week. Seems kind of big.
You might have heard of him. I don't know.
That's hysterical.
Yeah, so that's how it went. So that with Dad, that's a good memory. I think that
Absolutely.
played a role too. So I just enjoyed that night around. That's funny. Same show.
I actually went to both Simon and Garfunkel shows in Central Park with my parents.
No kidding.
In 1980 and 1990.
That is something.
So that's. I don't remember the 81.
Yeah. What's the one that they made into the big DVD? Is that the?
That was the one. Yeah, both of them were the one.
Both of them came out. Okay, yeah.
So-
the famous photo. That's I watched that. That was in the house. I watched that one a lot.
It's a great one.
Yeah.
It's a great one.
Man, well, this was fun, guys. The show flies by.
Thank you so much. This is super
Spend all day listening to you guys.
Thank you.
Appreciate that.
Dann Russo, Mary Casiello of the band 3 at Home. Give out your info one more time, website and all that stuff, because I don't want people to miss it. And I'm going to open the window. I'm going to see if I get dirty
Absolutely.
looks from the producers.
Nice.
Not supposed to get.
It's more
You're
of a
getting faces
surprise.
more than
Yeah. So we're at 3 at Home Band.
Spell everything out, not the
Spell
number
it-
3.
Not the number 3, the written word 3 at Home Band. That's our website. We're also at 3 at Home Band on Facebook and Instagram, and at 3 at Home on Twitter.
This is amazing.
Yes, I love this.
There are people out there.
This is awesome.
I love this.
I think that was a good idea. The people will
find out.
enjoy
It's
it.
gonna be awesome.
Thank you guys so much. It was so
Thank
great to
you for
meet you.
having us.
Can we book you again for someday?
Absolutely.
We'd
We'd
love
love to
to.
come back.
I always try to
100%.
rope people we really like into another show.
Thank you. Appreciate
We would love
that.
that.
And you guys are great. Make sure you go see Dann Russo, Mary Casiello, and the band 3 at Home whenever you get the chance. Go check them out. Find them online. Go see where they're playing at a venue near you and go
We're
see
playing
them.
in the Burren on September 9th.
There you
we're
go.
playing
Great place to see you too.
great place. I love that place.
Yeah.
Cohasset.
Yeah.
We're playing at the Red Lion Inn on October 6th, and then a bunch of places here and there between there.
Yeah.
Cool.
So
So you're already gearing up for a busy fall as well.
it's gonna be
One
great.
last thank you to Callie Eden, Sarah Blackstone, Sarah Hayden, Ryan Rothberg, all in the house, our small but mighty team here in Newburyport. You guys are great. Thanks for making this go on as you always do so well. We appreciate it. Again, Dann Russo, Mary Casiello of the band 3 at Home, bringing us home, guys. It's been a pleasure. Thank you so much.
Thanks for
Thank you.
having us.
All these alliterations, reading between rhythm and rhyme. All these altercations between syllables and time. You know it's all just window dressing, hiding what I'm not expressing. How I wish you were mine. sunshine in. Ooh.
Every little feeling, every little thought in my head, every tiny moment fills me with the happiest dread. Depths of which I love you, how I'm always thinking of you. Might be better left unsaid. Tear down the curtain. I said it's getting stuffy in here. All these things we knew for certain are suddenly perfectly unclear. Said I think it's time, think it's time, think it's time, think it's time. Let a little sunshine, yeah.
You know I never made a sound, I just put it in the ground.
Burying a treasure, you know fail.
Stepping in the dark until I throw a spark. Truth that it's always
Better you.
you.
Tear down the curtain. I said it's getting stuffy in here.
All these things we knew for certain are suddenly perfectly unclear. I think it's time.
Let a little sunshine.